I am not the most organized. Like, I'm just not. I think there's so many moving parts with organization that I just kind of let the loose end drag, I guess you'd say.
Throw all my baits in that pile right there and have a giant pile of baits. Because I don't want to spend 2 minutes looking in there to find it. I just grab it right there.
So I just kind of really stay a little bit lax. You can literally drive yourself crazy dealing with tackle.
So here's the thing. Whenever I need something, I just keep everything I got back here. Then I just roll up and get it. It's like a mobile tackle shop. Just be open-minded. I'm not gonna be locked in to just fishing shallow. I'm not gonna be locked into out deep, you know? Instead of me sitting in this shop and tinkering with tackle so much, I would rather designate that time to being on the water and learning on the water.
I've been on the water 6 straight days. You can probably tell by the bags in my eyes, I'm pretty tired right now because I hate losing.
So in practice, you know, I want to have everything there. I want to be prepared for anything that might come up. You know, I don't want to be wishing I had something in the boat that's in my truck, you know, and then I'll develop a game plan during practice, and then on my off day, I'm going to take some of this tackle out that I don't need. You know, it's a process of elimination. You know, I'm going to eliminate rods, I'm going to eliminate water, and then hopefully develop some sort of game plan for tournament day.
Anytime I'm preparing for a tournament, I'll have the boat in here, the truck in here, and you know, if I'm coming from a different event, I'm gonna unload stuff that I know I won't need for the next one.
I'm gonna go through and take a lot of stuff out of the boat. It's also neat too when you go back through and you're like, oh, huh, that's the thing I was looking for. I wonder how that got down there. This organization system is something that I did this year. I've never done that before. With this, I can open the rod box, boom, there's the bait I'm looking for, open the pouch, flip real quick to the color that I'm looking for. You know, that time saved when you're fishing a tournament is that many more casts. If you save a minute, that's a couple casts that you're gonna get to make more that day.
I'm not one of the guys who actually likes to tie a lot of baits on before I go somewhere. I just make sure that I have the stock of them that I need in the boat with me, because I'm liable to tie on a copper shad and I get down there and I want a brim. I'll go through all my rods and make sure I've got the line I want on everything, make sure that I've got the assortment that I want. I will tie up leaders on spinning rods or on bait casters to make sure that I've got all my leaders prepped, but as long as my line is there and I've got the assortment of rods that I want in the boat, that's all I want to have done as far as that goes.
I like to start with my tournament gear first, and then I'll work my way into the house. So I usually will get all my rods, my reels, I get my line, I get my baits, anything I think I might need for that week. I try to get all that into my truck, into my boat, into my rod coffin, nice and organized first. I got these really cool rod rack systems that I keep in my shop that I can put 38 rods on each rack. And so that's a lot of rods to have rigged, but it gives me a far back view of what I got. That's a really cool little piece that I picked up that helps keep me organized, because when you're dealing with so much stuff going on, organization is very key.
A lot of my trucks, you know, packed with what I need, and I may add a few things, like going to Murray, in my mind, I'm thinking, you know, buzz bait's gonna be a big deal. Well, I got a couple buzz baits in the boat. They never leave, but I'm gonna add a few extra to my truck. A handful of buzz baits that was laid on the shelf. This is my skipping buzz bait, so this is the oldies, and you know the oldies are goodies. Just walk around, man. Just walk around looking, and you spot it. And if you walk around about 10 times, you'll have everything you need. The biggest tip is get you these boat bags, which is gonna keep it dry. It's gonna keep them protected. And take your hooks off and just look how many baits you can store in one bag. It's crazy how many baits. A lot of my tying on stuff and all that happens on the water during practice. That's when you think the best, is when you're on the water, you get out there, you start seeing the conditions, and it just really decreases what you do before the tournament, because you do a lot of wasted tackle prep before a tournament. That's a mini Bass Pro Shops. It's the Strike King aisle in the back of Andy's truck. That's what it is. We think about it before we go. We have a lot of thoughts, but the ones that matter all develop once you get out on that water.